Hi everyone, Lisa here with LC Designs. Thank you for joining me today for Workshop Wednesday. I go live every Wednesday at 12 o'clock Mountain Time. Today we're going to be making a double Z fold card for Easter. My Workshop Wednesday projects are probably going to start being all Easter oriented so that I can help you make some goodies for Easter. I have a lot of announcements, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip you down and stuff. And so today's project's gonna be this double Z fold. And again, like I said, I hope you guys can see this cute little rabbit. I'm using the Easter Friends. I'm gonna tape this down so it don't move on me. I'm using the Easter Friends stamp set, and I'm using the Birds of Hope dies, I believe it's called. I forgot my announcements. See, I'm all messed up because whatever's going on my phone, it's not telling me. So, first announcement is the project sheet has been posted. And every week you can find the project sheets up in the file sections on my Facebook page. And they'll be there. And then again, since it's March now, we have a new Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorials, and there's so many cute projects. You could see Kelly and I both use this stamp set that I'm using today. So all you have to do is spend $30 in my online store and you can earn this tutorial for free. Okay, good, Kelly. So you could see me. I'm on my iPad now and it looks like everything's okay. So there's just something on my screen on my phone. So my other announcement was, please share my video. I forgot last week to say to share my video. So I was gonna send out the two packages of materials to make the card I made last week. And this week I was gonna send out the one that we're making today. But what I'm gonna do is I will send you, so two people, whoever shares my video, I'll draw two names and you'll get one of each card. That way you don't have to make two of the same card. So I'll draw two winners next week for these packages. They have all the materials. I'm not done putting all the pieces in this one for today yet. But you'll get you'll be entered into a drawing to win these card packets. So again, and then another announcement is if you're not on my email list and you'd like to be on my email list, just email me and you could be entered to win this Hats Off bundle. I love this bundle. I made like 1 million cards when I first got it and I need to pull it out again. But this is another goodie to win. And on my mail a card Monday, I always ask you to, well, not always, I just started asking you to show me the cards that you're sending and I'll enter you in for a prize. Today's prize is these resin hearts. Yes, they're retired, but we always could use hearts, right? And I have a ton of retired products since I haven't been crafting for almost 6 months. So there were 3 people who entered. So I'm gonna draw a name right now. And Donna Potter, you are the winner. And thanks to the other 2 who entered. Donna, I will get these out to you. Okay, so now I think the only other thing is I still have my adhesive packs available. Thank you to everyone who's already purchased them. They're $40 and that's because I ship them priority. So let's get started with today's card. So first we're gonna need some fresh freesia. I can never say that. I don't know why. it's a tongue twister to me. So this piece is gonna be 6 3/4 by 8 1/2. And remember, all the measurements are on the project sheet. So we're gonna turn it long ways, the 8 1/2 side, and we're gonna score it. That's all the cutting you're gonna do for the moment. So we're gonna score it at 2 1/8. And I don't know what's up with my scoring. I need to go over it several times. And I didn't want to pull up my Simply score. And then we're gonna score it again at 4 1/4. I don't know if I could have worn it out. So now we're gonna flip it back over to the 6 3/4 side, and we're gonna cut off 1 1/4 inch. So there's 2 ways of doing this. You can cut the 1 1/4 off, or what we're trying to do is get this piece to be 5 1/2. So you could have just moved this all the way to the 5 1/2, and then cut your 1 1/4 off on this side. But that's gonna be our fold. So let's cut all the pieces since I have the trimmer out. So I'm using this, the Heart and Home Designer Series paper. And this paper was that I hadn't even opened it until I was creating my project, but it's got some really pretty flowers and bees. This goes like with the Heart and Home and the bee bundle, but there's some really pretty designs. And then of course the back side, look, they're all like wood grain. And I hadn't noticed that until I opened this package up. So today I already pulled out the 2 sheets that I'm gonna use, well, the sheet I'm gonna use with the fresh freesia. Fresh freesia. Say that 10 times. So we're gonna use this side of it first, and we're gonna cut it at 1 7/8, so just before the 2. And at 5 1/4. I can't even read my own writing. I always make my notes to myself on the side, and then I can't read my own writing. And we're gonna need 2 of those. So 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, and that's 2 of those. And then we're gonna use the back side, and it's gonna be 1 1/8. And then we're gonna need, this is 1 1/8 by 4 1/8. These are gonna be our bottom layers. And you wanna kinda, if you're gonna use this pattern, cut them, in a row so that they're gonna match when you can line them up. And then 1 1/8 by 2. And we're gonna need 2 of those. 1, 2. And you'll see what I mean by lining them up when we get done, or when we go to layer. Okay, is that all of that is all of the cutting for now. So let's go ahead and assemble some of the card till we get to the other parts. So you're just gonna fold this like in your Z, and we're gonna adhere these 2 pieces to these 2 sections. My nails are still so bad, and I haven't, oops, I hope I thought I pulled out one that had a lot of adhesive, but I guess I didn't. But anyway, my nails are still such a mess that it's hard to grasp anything, grab anything. It's like I have no nails. So let's adhere these 2 here. And we need a 5 1/4 by 4 piece for in here. And I always have those cut. Like I say, I always get a package of white and I just cut the whole package into 5 1/4 by 4 because I use a lot of them. My adhesive is not cooperating with me today. Not sure why. Oops. But it wants to stick to my hands. Is everybody ready or getting ready for Easter? Today's Ash Wednesday. Already. So now there's the one portion of our card. So now this one we're gonna actually, this small section is gonna get adhered over here, and then the longer section will get adhered on this side. So we can add our little layers, and here's where I was talking about them lining up so you can see where they will match up. There's going to be a little border, but they'll match up. So let's adhere those. My seal has been working so good for me, and then all of a sudden now that I'm doing a live, it doesn't want to work. See? And we'll adhere that one and one more. And we are going to be doing some coloring with the blends today. I really like coloring with the blends. So now you can put some adhesive on this small section and line it up here at the end and at the bottom of your card. Just like that. So this one, what I did is now I just put some seal on this. Oops. If my seal would cooperate. It's making me look like I don't know what I'm doing. I think adhesive is coming off. So I just put it on that section and then adhered it. And there's our double fold. All right, let's set that aside. And now we are gonna cut out some circles. Grab my Stampin' Cut machine. And you know, right now Stampin' Up has the mini Stampin' Cut emboss machine on sale for 20% off. So we're gonna do white regular circle, which this is the 3rd largest, and it's the 3rd largest of the scalloped as well. And we're gonna cut that out in gorgeous grape. So the mini cut emboss machine, I could have used it today, I just didn't think of it. They're both out, but I use this one most of the time. And let's go ahead and cut we're gonna need a stitched rectangle, and I think I might have enough paper here. I have plenty more in my basket, but let's go ahead and cut that out since we have this here. And we can move that aside, get the scraps out of the way. And let's get the cut emboss machine out. So for my rabbit, I am gonna use Early Espresso ink to stamp her. And I'm calling her a her because we're gonna add a little bow to her head. So just stamp in Early Espresso, and we're basically getting the top portion of her. Her whole body will not fit in there. And just stamp it. Look at how cute. I don't know why I love this stamp set. And you know, I don't know, my kids, they always had rabbits growing up as pets. So we're gonna use the crumb cake markers. Oh my goodness, or Stampin' Blends, and you could tell mine are abused or been overused. So I'm just gonna color the whole thing in with the light blend first. I'm gonna just trying to make this quick and easy, and you'll still get that nice effect. That's why I'm using the brush tip. Sorry for the squeaking. You know what? I had another set out earlier and it was just as dry. And I should have checked this one before I pulled it out. I use crumb cake a lot, I guess, because this one and my Daffodil Delight. Let me see the other one. The other one's probably not any better. At least it's not squeaking, I guess. But just color it all in with the light real quick. And then now what we're gonna do is go with the dark, and we're gonna outline all the lines. We're gonna do this, the little hairs. Bunny Foo-Foo's got hairs. It's got our fur, a lot of fur. Who loves coloring with the blends? I think the blends make me look like I'm a professional, and I'm not. And then all the little squiggly lines, just kind of brush it with the dark blends to make those lines stand out. I'm doing this super quick because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time, because we have another little critter that we're gonna color in. Ah, there went my lid. So let's try this again. So then you can just blend those in. Blend all those dark lines in. Oh, I forgot to do the ones around the other eye. I guess I need to put some crumb cake blends on my next order. I might have another set, because for this color in Daffodil Delight I use a lot. I'm gonna move this aside since I lost my lid. It went flying somewhere. Oh, here it is on the windowsill. So there's our little bunny. So with the bunny, we are gonna adhere it to the scallop circle. My seal. Okay, seal, help me out here. But look at how cute. And we are gonna make her even cuter. So we're gonna put her right here. So dimensionals. You could either like go, wait, I need to pay attention where I'm putting it, right? You put 3 like that, because we're only going to put that edge on the card. And she'll be like that. And watch, we're still going to fancy her up, but we're just going to use this ribbon. Going to just tie it in a knot, and it's going to be pretty small. Jeez, I can't even tie a knot. Because it's going to be just a little tiny bow on her head. Twist it around. Get my schnips. And again, it's small because we don't want it too big, because her head's not that big. And get a glue dot. I'm almost at the end of my rope on these glue dots. Where is a glue dot? There's one. There it is. Glue dot. We'll stick it on her head, and look at how cute she is. Isn't that adorable? I love her. So now we're still not done. We actually have one more and I have some other, let me use this scrap. We're gonna stamp the little chick now, and I'm stamping her in Memento Black. That was the color that I found that stood out. You know, I probably could have tried Pumpkin Pie, but now we're going to use the Daffodil Delight blends. My little eggs are all over. I'm sorry, you guys, I really can't see your comments. So we're going to do the same with the chick real quick. You can tell my Daffodil Delight blends are heavily used as well. And we're just going to color her with the light, and then on the dark lines we're going to go over with the dark and kind of do the same thing that we did before. I will try to see your comments in a minute. I'm afraid if I do anything with the iPad, I'm going to mess it up. And then again, just blend those lines, the dark lines, in. And then we're going to use just the dark Pumpkin Pie on her feet. Oh, there's my other snip seal, so maybe that will work. So on her beak and her feet. And then yes, we have to fussy cut. This stamp set did not come with a die set. So let me see if I could see the comments. Oh no, now I'm gonna have to listen to myself, darn it. Oh shoot. Now hopefully you guys can't hear me. See, I went and touched it and now you could hear my voice. Since I forgot to pull it out, of course I forgot to, oh shoot. I'm gonna try and fix that in a moment, sorry. Shut it off. Oh my goodness. Never fails. I need to make myself a checklist. I act like I haven't done this ever. It's just that I haven't done it in a long time. So trying to get back into the squeeze of things. All right. Let me, okay. There, now I can see your guys' messages and I can, you don't have to hear my voice. So the little chick is all done and we're just gonna put a dimensional on the bottom section of her because she's gonna go right here. So now I had already cut this out and we're gonna use the Happy Easter, and I'm using Gorgeous Grape ink. And this, the font with this set is like a very thin font. So that's why I went with the Gorgeous Grape to kind of get like a darker, to make it stand out. See how thin it is? Very thin. So I wanted to use the dark. So now we're going to use that ribbon again. And let me, where's my glue dots? We're going to put the ribbon behind. We're going to put it behind the card and then we're going to loop it. There's probably an easier way to do this. You can just cut your loops and put them at the end. It's not the way I did it. You know me, I don't do things easy. I complicate myself. So we're just gonna put this across like that. And again, you could do, probably just make the loops. So we'll add another glue dot here. And then we're just gonna loop some out so that you have a loop at each end. And I cut that way too big. And just let's cut some here. Add another glue dot. You could have put seal too to hold it. And there. So now you have two little looped ends. So to put that on, we will go ahead and add some dimensionals. Now I feel like it's all quiet now that I don't hear myself talking. And this we are going to put right here. Look at how cute. But what's missing? This is an Easter card. We need some Easter eggs. So here's where I use the branches and birds and branches dies. I can't remember the exact name. There's actually a little egg. Oh, I have it. I have the egg die. I wasn't going to cut out every color. I just have them here, but I'll show you. This is the die. And we'll cut out some, but it actually has three. You could cut out 3 eggs. So you just need some scraps. You can see I was cutting some earlier. And, oops, this is pale papaya. My die, actually, I need to turn my plate over. I'm bad about rotating my plates. I always just walk over and expect to use it. Now rotate them. So you can get 3 eggs at a time with each color. So like I said, I had cut a bunch, but I just wanted to show you the die and that you can get 3 eggs. So now let's add our Easter eggs. So I want to put some Easter eggs in her hands. Let me get my take your pick tool because I need the mini dimensionals. So I'm going to put one here, one here. So let's take those off. And then just any color egg. Any color egg. Let's put a pale papaya. This is Coastal Cabana. And those two are kind of together. And then we're going to put the purple one right on top of the center of those two. So add a dimensional and add the 3rd egg. So let's put some more little eggs inside. So the little chickie has some eggs with her. And just to fill up this little space. You know, you always have to dig into your other stamp sets and dies and find things that you can use. Honestly, I haven't even used this birds and branches set. It's horrible to say, but I was like, I think there's an egg in it. So I went and grabbed it, and sure enough, there was eggs. So your stamp sets always don't have to. Look at how cute. They don't always have to just stick with the one set. And so now we need to stamp our sentiment. And again, I used the Gorgeous Great. Like I said, this font is very fine, thin font. So may your days blossom with joy and happiness. Ta-da! Okay, so what do I always add? Winkastella. We're not done until Winkastella is added. So I want to sparkle these eggs so the kids can find them. Nice and shiny and bright. So just add some Winkastella to all of your eggs. And there is your Easter card. Doesn't the eggs make a difference? It really makes it feel like an Easter card. And I just love her bow. So there's our 2 cards today, everyone. And the little chick is peeking out over here, saying Happy Easter. So I don't know if you can really see the Winkastella. The ones I just did, you might be able to because it's wet. But there's our 2 cards. Thank you all for joining me. And if you go ahead and place the order so that you can earn my tutorial, be sure and use this host code. And I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this card, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. And I'm still planning that game night. I just have to figure out all my prizes and the games, of course. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.